everybody, welcome to the Blue Bike and Doors channel. Today we're heading over to Mt Cheaha Harley Davidson again to the Thunder Sunday. It's our first Sunday of every month. We do a little sunrise service deal. So I'm gonna ride over there, then we're supposed to go to it for a ride a little later. And we'll head that away. As soon as I shut the shed up, got this bike when we heading over to Mt Cheaha Harley Davidson for Thunder Sunday. Just me today. Hell, last night about midnight, wife got a call. They wanted her to come in and work. I don't know what the situation was, but she went in about 12:30, left the house about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and got back home at 7. And now she got to take and go be back at work at 3 o'clock this evening. I'm like, really? Yep, really. But anyway, so let's get over to Mt Cheaha Harley Davidson. Maybe I won't forget to record as I pull in. All right, ready? Here we go. Hold on, we'll be there in a second. This 114's really fast. Boom. Welcome, we back. Told you it'd be quick. We're here at Mt Cheaha Harley Davidson. Everybody early.
Hero to zero. From hero to zero. Now, college football has started. Any of you college football fans here? Anybody watch any ball games last night, yesterday? Some of you men shaking your head like I watched it all day long. Well, there's something that I knew would happen in one of those games. Now, what position would you say probably best matches our title for this morning's message, from hero to zero? What position would you say in football could go from hero to zero just like that? Did I hear the kicker? The field goal kicker? I mean, you talking about matching up perfectly with that title. A hero, a field goal kicker is either going to be a hero or a zero. Now, I didn't hear about, yesterday being the first day of college football, I didn't hear about any very, real important. I know there were a lot of rivals that played. I know every game's important to every team, but the big games really hadn't been played yet. But I believe it was Penn State and Appalachian State that played last night. Man, they were in a battle, and they've got a big rivalry with each other, and it came down to a field goal would have put one of the teams ahead, but he missed it, and they wound up going into overtime. And I'm just here to say this morning, that's literally one of those situations we can see where very quickly somebody can become a zero. Now, when we look at the life of Samson, y'all familiar with Samson? We hear about Samson a lot in our children's Sunday school classes. We talk about how his hair grew long and he had this great strength, and he did these incredible feats. He fought these lions and tigers and bears, oh my, and I mean, he just did some incredible things, slaying with the jawbone of a donkey thousands and thousands of soldiers in battle. I mean, he did some incredible things that normal people cannot do, but Samson had the power of God on his life. So that's kind of what we hear a lot about, how that Samson had this great strength of God, and that's true. But what we must understand about the life of Samson is Samson did not set a good example for us to follow. Yes, you want that strength of God on your life. Yes, you want to be able to accomplish those things in his power and give him all the praise. But the majority, Samson lived a very short life. He died a young man. And it was because of the actions that he took in his life. And he didn't set a good example for us to follow. I just want to tell you a few things about Samson. Here in Judges chapter 13 and verse 24 and 25, it says, "So the woman bore a son and called his name Samson, and the child grew, and the Lord blessed him. And the Spirit of the Lord began to move upon him at Mahanaim Dan between Zorah and Eshtaol." And listen, in thinking about our title this morning, I want you to just kind of keep that main idea on your brain for just a few minutes. From hero to zero. When Samson's life began, actually before his conception, the Lord met with his mom and dad and said, "You're going to have a son. And he's going to be my son. And he's going to do my work. And you're going to make him take a Nazirite vow," which was a very strict way of living a pure and holy and devoted life, okay? And there were just very strict rules with that. You didn't touch anything dead. You didn't cut your hair, and so on and so on. I mean, it was very strict. I don't have time to exhaust all that this morning. But he's going to be my servant, and he's going to do my will. And boy, his mom and dad were inquisitive as the angel of the Lord had came and gave them this message about this child. And they said, "We want to meet, Lord, if you're really in this, come and send your angel back to us again and let him tell us more about our part in this." I think about Manoah and his wife. That's Samson's mom and dad. And you know what they wanted to do from the beginning? They wanted to honor God with the raising of this child.
Welcome back to the Blue Bike Indoors channel. I forgot to record when I turned out of the Harley dealership. Thought I'd ride up here to the mountain, Cheaha. Nobody called me or nothing. Let's go put another hotel there where they got it marked off. That's the first run up Cheaha on the new bike. I still got 70 miles. I gotta take it easy. Then I had the first 500 miles broke in. But still, just as long as you get, just a lot more torquier. Smoother too. Leave it to cars to take all the fun out of a good road. Volkswagen style, maybe. But anyway, y'all have a good one and ride safe. We'll catch you next time.